Hi everyone, Adam here. I'm about to do a collection update. I've got some new Blu Rays, DVDs, apparel. So let's take a look. Okay, starting with the DVDs. First up, and the Wwe Ruthless Aggression. This was the era that introduced us to John Cena and took place just after the Attitude Era. Okay, there's what's on the discs there. Hopefully you can read it if you want to check out the what's on the discs. Next up, The Dust Walker. It's an Australian horror sci-fi about an alien parasite that takes over a small town. I actually found this kind of disappointing. While there's a good idea in there, the execution, the movie comes across as very dull, unfortunately. Next up, one of my favourite anthology series of all time, Amazing Stories. The show is a bit of a mixture of everything from comedy to horror to fantasy. They have a lot of great actors on there and some really great directors too. Season 1 obviously with the kind of reddish brown, and Season 2 is blue. I just thought that was cool. So it just says some of the people who were on the show were Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Tim Robbins, John Lithgow, Danny DeVito, Christopher Lloyd, Patrick Swayze, Hayley Mills, David Carradine, Kevin Costner. So they got a lot of big name stars. Next, Blu-rays, The Craft Legacy, which of course is a sequel to the original. I just watched this and yeah, I was kind of disappointed by it. I just didn't think it was that good. Well, I was never a huge fan of the original. I liked it, I just didn't love it. But this one I found extremely, well, honestly boring. Up next, Picard Season 1, the Star Trek series. I'm more a casual fan of Star Trek. I've seen a few seasons here and there of The Next Generation. I've seen all the movies. But, I mean, Patrick Stewart is a legend, though. And I hear this is actually pretty good. So, up next, Cleaning Up the Town, Remembering Ghostbusters. It's a documentary with a lot of the key players in the movies. Of course, I did a review on it, had a bit of fun with that one. Of course, Bill Murray isn't in it, nor Rick Moranis. But I did enjoy this. Maybe I'm biased because I am a Ghostbusters fan, as most of you already know. And I say, if you are a fan of Ghostbusters, it's worth checking out. Up next in the pop vinyl, Homer Simpson in his Mr. Plow jacket. He is number 910, and there's the other ones in the range. Chief Wiggum, Gangster Bart, Barney Gumble, Duffman, Itchy Scratchy, USA Homer, and Lard Lad, who's a 6-incher. I'll take him out of the box so we can get a closer look. Of course, it's from the classic episode. Yep, so there he is, just pointing to the back of his jacket. Of course, on the back there, Mr. Plow. That name again, Mr. Plow. Up next, Han Solo and Carbonite, 364. Of course, one of the most pivotal scenes in a Star Wars movie. And there's the others in the collection: Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker and Yoda, Han Solo in Carbonite, Han Solo and Princess Leia as a 2-pack. Okay, there he's out of the box, and his head bobs, which I thought was, it's a nice touch. Okay, on to apparel. Okay, first up, Homer Simpson on a chair in his underwear. And it says, "Shh, TV's talking." Now, I've never sat on a chair in my underwear watching TV. I've never done that. Up next, Transformers t-shirt with Optimus Prime looking like a badass. I grew up with the original Transformers series, and I don't mind a couple of movies. The original and Bumblebee are probably the best live action movies, but I just thought this was a really cool t-shirt. Next up, got a few pairs of socks actually. Starting with this one, it's Mr. Sparkle, of course, who looks like Homer Simpson, and it just turned out it was a light bulb and a fish. And we've got the Krusty brand socks right there, just with Krusty and his logo. Next up, Cartman from South Park. Some Star Wars ones with Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper. And to finish it up from Toy Story, Mr. Potato Head. And now we're onto the underwear. This is from Crazy Boxes. First up, Family Guy. The family sitting in front of the TV, no doubt. That's the front. And on the back they were all having a fight. So I thought that was pretty funny. And some Star Wars boxes. We've got the Stormtrooper, you can see the Death Star, the Imperial insignia. And no, I'm not going to model the underwear. Or I will if this video gets 100 likes. And I said that because that's never going to happen. Alright, hope you enjoyed having a look at my collection update. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.